Good evening. This is Facebook Love number 192. Back after a weekend. How are you doing? I felt great for a day, and then I felt terrible for a day, and today I'm back in balance, but feeling a bit sad. Today we passed 300,000 Americans gone from COVID-19. I don't know what to do with that number. It's too big for my brain. It's too big for me to feel all the feelings I should feel about each individual person who's gone. The other number that distresses me is all the people who've been sick enough that they have enduring symptoms that haven't gone away and may never go away. We don't know yet. And I worry about the medical coverage. I worry about the out-of-pocket cost. I worry about the mental health cost of all of us having to stay far from each other for so many months. Today's the 14th. And March 13th was the day that we all left our office thinking we probably wouldn't be going back to work the next week. So it's 9 months. 300,000 Americans, many more ill, all those empty chairs. And yet, the first vaccine is already being implemented. We know there are quite a few more. There's at least 2 more that look viable, and I heard a scientist say that they think they'll have at least 12. So there's a lot of hope and a lot of light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm hanging on to that. And I heard a wonderful poem last week. My yoga instructor is fond of sharing poems sometimes that align with our theme, and this month our theme is patience. This piece is by a writer named Faulds. I'm not sure what the title is. I would call it Pendulum, but I didn't see it in the source that I found. So I'm just giving you one today. Have patience. The pendulum that swung too far in one direction will swing back. At the moment of its turning, everything hangs in the balance. All the momentum of past actions is suspended in midair, and those who care about what happens next are poised with it. There is a long and anxious pause before the motion shifts, and then the sense of free fall, when the world is turned on its head and nothing is known or normal. Have patience then, and do not rush to either extreme. The way will paint its own arrows on the trees, if you can wait for clarity. The way will paint its own arrows on the trees, if you can wait for clarity. By Faulds. That image is stunning to me. There's a song by Dar Williams. It's called You're Aging Well, and I liked it so much in my late 20s and early 30s that I recorded my own version of it. And the first part of it, let me think if I can think how. Why is it that as we grow older and stronger, the road maps point us adrift and make us afraid, saying you never can win. Watch your back, where's your husband? I don't like the signs that the sign makers made. That's a terrific song, by the way. Not because I'm singing it, but Dar Williams is a great songwriter. I had a terrible day yesterday because I got lost in worrying about things I can't control and sadness about things that aren't going to be different. They're not going to change. And it was just, I was overwhelmed. But reading this poem today reminded me of something that I've learned from yoga and something that I knew instinctively from singing, which is that there's a space between when you inhale and when you let it go, and when you inhale again. And in that space is that sense of the pendulum just holding. And we become anxious, humans. We become very anxious because in life there's a lot that we can't control. But if we practice that pause and we feel the tiny panic and then take or release that next breath, we learn that we can bear it. So my lesson for myself today and for you is to have patience. This is Facebook Love. I'll see you again.